The last time the US and Russian presidents met was back in July 2018 at that now infamous meeting in Helsinki, where then President Trump sided with Russian President Putin against US intelligence agencies. This summit at this historic secluded villa in Geneva will not be like Helsinki. While the 46th US president doesn't have the close personal affinity for President Putin that Donald Trump had, Joe Biden says he wants a more stable, predictable relationship with Moscow.
That I'm not looking for conflict with Russia, but that we will respond if Russia continues its harmful activities. And we will not fail to defend the transatlantic alliance or stand up for democratic values.
Biden and Putin have known each other for decades and have already had long telephone conversations. For Moscow, there are some early signs that the relationship won't be a return to the traditional Cold War frostiness. The stakes are high, including the renewal of key nuclear arms agreements expired during the Trump administration, the easing of tensions over the Nord Stream 2 gas pipeline from Russia to Germany, and the potential for agreements from the Arctic to Syria and on climate change.
The Strategic Arms Reduction Treaty is a first step. I think this is a very important step. In general, on the part of President Biden, this is a manifestation of professionalism.
But as with China, the Biden administration has an adversarial approach when it comes to Russia, reflected in Biden's meetings with the G7, European Union and the NATO military alliance prior to the summit. And from allegations ranging from cyber warfare attacks to social media meddling in US domestic politics to deep differences on the future direction of Ukraine. And many other issues too, including Moscow's closer ties to Beijing. The two former Cold War adversaries are very much at odds. And while he welcomes the recent restraint in rhetoric, the Russian president isn't predicting any breakthrough at this summit.
In the run-up to high-level meetings, both sides always try to reduce negative rhetoric to create an appropriate work environment. There is nothing special here. I will not get my hopes up too high here.
The rhetoric between Russia and the United States is one thing, but the reality definitely another. This week, for example, we've seen the former Soviet Republic of Ukraine push its case to join the NATO alliance. And there's been discussions about other troop deployments in Poland and elsewhere along Russia's borders. Given all this pressure on Moscow, it's unlikely we're going to see a breakthrough at this summit. I think what the world can hope for coming out of this summit is a more manageable, predictable relationship between Washington and Moscow. Nathan King, CGTN, Washington.